Good morning, everybody. Wasn't that nice? They were a bit afraid to wave, they were dying to wave to you, as they did when they were infants. And I said, go on, give them a wave. Anyway, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the chairman of our Board of Governors, John Robinson, who will formally open the graduation ceremony. Thank you, John.
Welcome, parents, welcome teachers, welcome students, and I'm very privileged and pleased that I can be the first on behalf of the school governors to offer congratulations to the graduating class of 2018. Fantastic, what a fantastic bunch of young people we have in front of us today. When people ask me, how do I characterize Tanglin Trust School and what's so good about it? I don't say we get fantastic exam results, which I'm sure you all will. I don't say that we have wonderful sports teams and we have art exhibited in the National Gallery and all of those things. What I say is that Tanglin School produces wonderful people, and I look around me and there's nothing in what I see to doubt that statement. And when I say wonderful people, what do I mean by that? I mean, we have students who leave us who are confident, but without being arrogant. We have people who leave us who are friendly, without being insincere. We have people who take an instinctive interest in helping their peers and their friends and the community around them, rather than being pressured into doing that. And so I ask you, class of 2018, when you go out into the exciting world that awaits you, please remember that those values that I hope Tanglin has instilled in you. So be confident, be friendly, and do care. Thank you very much.
Good morning, parents, class of 2018. My part in today's ceremony will be very similar in some ways to my contribution to Year 13 Assembly. I will start with a few points of housekeeping, and then will attempt to say something meaningful. After this point, which is often the case, I will pass over to others who are more worthy than me. I will then close the occasion by wishing you all a good day. On to the points of housekeeping. This ceremony is live streamed and on the TTS website for a year, should you wish to relive the moment. Our professional photographer, Paul Chapman, will take a photo of each student receiving their certificate, and this will be available online very soon. There will be an opportunity for families to take photos as well as refreshments in the level 4 of the Sixth Form Centre after this ceremony. There'll be 2 photo booths this evening at the Shangri-La. Please be sure you have your photo taken during the drink reception. The photographer will not be available once the dinner has started. Final piece. The yearbook that each student has contributed to will be available for purchase in the Sixth Form Centre at $42 per book. Thank you. I started by saying this ceremony would be rather like an assembly. However, the major difference from the norm is that today's event will be the last day that the year group will gather formally together. I've had the pleasure of working with the class of 2018 for just 1 year, but there has been ample time to appreciate how special each of the students are in their own way. I will miss them, and I'm sure that they'll miss each other. Yesterday's rehearsal for this event also gave me a chance to see your son and daughter as I imagine they would be at the beginning of Year 12. Fresh-faced, bright, and eager as a result of the exams. Long may this continue. The young people behind me have lived through rapid changes in technology, so much more than the age that many of us grew up in. They're fully au fait with quick, efficient communication, how best to research and learn using the internet, and how to create and maintain social networks digitally. However, beyond all these skills, which can be learned in any classroom, they have an innate love of life, an empathy and respect for others, and a resilience which will see them prosper and thrive. They have you, as parents, as well as their teachers, to thank for guiding them along the way, supporting when necessary, and perhaps stepping back at times, all of which has helped create the fine group of individuals behind me. Each of your sons and daughters has gained or honed a passion over the last 18 years of their life. For some, it is clear where their passion lies when viewed by others. This may be playing for a winning school sports team, creating a beautiful sculpture for the art exhibition, or representing the school at an MUN conference. There are also many quiet achievers behind me, young adults who work late into the night editing a film, or by helping younger children learn a new language, or giving their time to others in the community, with no further reward than the feeling of satisfaction in helping others. Today is about celebrating every one of the class of 2018 and their achievements, however visible they are to others. Mr. Goodliff started the year with an assembly, in which he talked to the Year 13 students about preparing for the final sprint in order to reach the finish line of their school careers. Each of these journeys has been very different, but the class of 2018 as a whole have now crossed that finish line. I wish you all the very best in your new journey, in which you can create your own course through life. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Class of 2018, good morning. Most of my talk is directed at them, even though I'm going to be facing you. I'd like to congratulate each and every student for the milestone in their educational careers, and you as parents for bringing up a group of people who've been a pleasure and a privilege to spend my working life with. Today's a happy day, so it's okay for us to smile, laugh, whoop, cheer, wave. Don't be put off by the formality or the fancy outfits. It's a day of celebration, so let's celebrate. I'd consider the people behind me an extended family, some of which I've known for more years than members of my actual family. We've laughed together, had good times together, been on some amazing trips together, had the occasional tiff, as families do, but we forgive and move on, as families do. Their individual strength of character, whilst at times impressive, could not have got them through this time here without the care and support of others in the community, your friends, your family, your teachers. So take a moment in the next hour or so to look around the room, acknowledge those that have helped you through, and see if you can squeeze in a quick thank you, or if appropriate, a hug and a kiss before the day is done. My wish for all of them is the brightest of futures, as the poet Philip Larkin said in his poem, The Old Fools. Their job now is to bring to bloom the million-petaled flower of just being here. He tells us to enjoy our present, savour each day. At a time when it's quite easy to despair with some of the goings-on in the world, there's something quite joyful and reassuring about unleashing 150 bright, determined young people to go and try and make a difference for themselves and hopefully for the rest of us. My advice to all of you would be to be discerning about what you read, always question what you think or are told to be true. Never lose that hunger for knowledge, crave new experiences, be curious. I don't know about other adults in the room, but I feel like I was in my early 30s. That's after I met some of you. Before I really knew who I was or what I would speak out about and stand up for. So that's a long time ahead of being impulsive, years of satisfying your senses instead of your conscience, and just guessing the right thing to do in any moment, hoping it's not something that will shame the person you eventually find out you are. So talk through your misjudgments. Never suffer in silence. Pick up the phone to home for unconditional love and understanding. Lean on the good friends around you. So with the online check-in to your summer flights tantalizingly almost open, go and make your youthful mistakes in honor of the good not yet done that you'll certainly one day do, and the love not yet given that you'll hopefully one day give. Time is stretching that in front of them, as yet unused. What lies ahead is the most exhilarating adventure imaginable. Through a combination of hard work up to now and a good dose of good fortune coming to Tanglin, belonging to these families, having these friends, you're already off to a pretty impressive start at bringing that flower into bloom. Enjoy today and tonight, good luck, and keep in touch. Let's have a huge clap and cheer for the class of 2018. I'd now like to invite Mr. Carter to begin the presentations.
$315 plus or minus 10 or so is the number of early morning registrations I've shared with the students of 13.1 there. Not everyone has made every single registration. Some have been a little late, once or twice, but it really has been an absolute pleasure to share that time with a wonderful group of mutually supportive, mature, personable and talented students. In those 7:50 a.m. registration sessions, some have been ebullient, filled with energy, enthusiasm for the exciting day of learning ahead. Others have been quieter, more reserved, sometimes barely awake. However, they've all been great company, kind, helpful, patient, polite, and thoughtful, and I shall really miss them all. It truly has been a pleasure, and I wish them the very, very best for the next exciting phase of their lives. I would now like to present the certificates for 13.1. Lottie Bell. Alap Bharadwaj. Marta Estrada Obeso. Victoria Hayes. Will Huggins. Alfie Huxley. Hyunji Kim. Jinghae Park. Alice Pearson. Thomas Riley. Lucas Wood Olivan. And that concludes the certificates for 13.1.
Good morning. It gives me great pleasure and enormous pride to be standing here alongside you, 13.2, as you finish this chapter of your journey and prepare for the exciting opportunities ahead. As I look across at this group of intelligent, articulate, empathic, well-rounded, accomplished young adults, it feels extraneous to offer advice. So instead, I'd like to share some of my hopes. I hope you stay kind. I hope you stay open and continue to be true to yourselves. As you go off to explore our big and diverse world, most of all, I hope that each of you becomes the person you want to be. I wish you every success, but more importantly, I wish you happiness and fulfillment. I'd now like to present the certificates for 13.2. Ava Akabun. Rania Al-Sood. Greg Campbell. Phoebe Cartwright. Hao Chung. Fraser Clements. Matthew Crossley. Grace Garvey. Melissa Gunther. Jacob McGoldrick. Tim Richards. Lijant Tan. Julius Villa.
Being assigned the formal tutor is a bit like having a go at one of those scratch cards you buy from petrol stations in the UK. Completely at the mercy of fate, you wonder what lies in store with you. Will you win big, end up empty-handed, or be content to walk away with a fiver? Fortunately, I was lucky enough to end up with an excellent form. For 2 years, I have had the pleasure of working with 13.3, a staggeringly accomplished group of students. I've had the privilege of watching as they have acquitted themselves admirably in the classroom, on the sports field, as artists, as performers, working with communities less privileged than theirs, and in the various CAS activities, and finally as fully paid up members of the Tangling community. They have proven themselves to be determined, focused, creative, and humble. Perhaps even more importantly than this, it has been a joy watching them grow into mature, compassionate adults. They have been a credit to themselves and to the school, and wherever they end up next, we'll be lucky to have them. 13.3, I wish you the best of luck with your futures, and I leave you with Herman Melville's advice on approaching life. I know not all that may be coming, but be it what it will, I'll go to it laughing. I would now like to present the certificates for 13.3. Sky Brimbleton. Tom Buckley. Izzy Lamb. Didi Amando. Josh Margalen. Petra Mirosevic-Sorgo. Matty Owens. Hunter Paradine. Victoria Phillips. Celine Schick. Prince Sonny. Annalise Thurley. And that concludes the certificates for 13.3.
Good morning, everyone, and 13.4. It's been a privilege working with such a fine group of young adults over the last 2 years, with the range of universities, chosen destinations, and career aspirations that follow graduation, a testament to the hard work and personalities within the group. Every student has had their moments when they found things tough, when they thought that this day and the end of exams would never come. So I hope all of you enjoy this special day, a carefree and relaxed summer, and know that I'm very proud of all of you. I'm looking forward to following your personal journeys in the coming years and hope that Tanglin's sixth form will always remain a highlight. This form and year group really has been Tanglin for me, and it's been a pleasure working with many of these students since my first nervous day many years ago in year 7, lining up in the Smithson. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for making me a better teacher. I would now like to present the certificates to 13.4. Hamza Assad. Thea Burrows. Ho Quan Fung. Erin Jones. Dylan Lim. Shui Lim. Helena Mrazkova. Brian Queck. Anya Rampuria. Kieran Smock. Molly Stevens. Bella Underhill. Aoife Williams.
I'm gonna be someone. I'm gonna give something. I'm taking it all. I'm taking it all. It's gonna be my life. So I'm gonna live each day and each night, taking it all. I'm taking it all. 'Cause I can't keep hiding, and I can't keep I can't keep running away. So I'm gonna be stronger, and I'm gonna be better made, and I'm gonna give everything just to bring me back again. I'm gonna be a braver soul than this. I'm gonna jump at all those many chances that I missed. I'm gonna live my life beyond all these fears and forms of cowardice that keep leading me on. I'm gonna shine like a beacon in the night. I'm gonna wrap my fingers around the stars tonight, 'cause I'm taking it on, 'cause I'm taking it on, 'cause I can't keep hiding, and I can't keep hiding, and I can't keep running away. So I'm gonna be stronger, and I'm gonna be better made, and I'm gonna give everything just to bring me back again. So I'm gonna be stronger, I'm gonna be understood, and I'm gonna give everything just to bring me back again. 'Cause I can't keep hiding, and I can't keep hiding, and I can't keep running away.
There's a message, do not have me after Mackenzie, and here I am. Trying to look good, smart. Wasn't that fabulous? Wow, really moving. Okay, welcome, gorgeous graduates, proud parents, and families, including mine, Maggie, Keating, and Spencer. Tremendous teachers and gracious governors. It's really a wonderful privilege to be the guest of honor for today's auspicious occasion, and for this particular cohort, which I have known so well over the past 8 years. I feel as though I am graduating with them. I feel just as nervous as they do, so if I mess it up, you're going to have to forgive me, okay? I'll do my best. But I really feel the sense of occasion. Well, 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 just look at them. From teeny tiny, cute little dots, we have an army of young ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, you made it. You survived school. No more homework. No more school uniform. No more ponytails. Boys and girls. No more school food. No more teachers telling you what to do. You are free to enjoy life and savor all that it has to offer. However, I do believe that you and I will stop one day and will realize just how lucky we were to attend a school with such dedicated and talented teachers, support staff, and leaders. As a CEO, looking at you now, I am just bubbling with pride. The staff who have invested heavily in you day in and day out with oceans of patience, understanding and energy over the years, must be totally fulfilled and gratified by the fruits of their labour sitting here with us today. I acknowledge and offer my most sincere thanks to the hundreds of staff who have helped you all to be here today and to become the amazing people you are. Let's give all the teachers, support staff and governors who have been part of your lives at Tanglin a big round of applause. As I glance at you, your parents, I see the sadness in their eyes as their offspring prepare to flee the nest, leaving empty bedrooms and washing baskets behind as doleful reminders of your lovely presence. Maggie and I feel and share your pain, parents. When they were younger, the words of Gibran were hard to hear and seemed improbable. He said, "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams." It was hard to accept those words when your darlings were running around the house with their nappies sliding down their legs and the contents of their nappies too, playing tig, skipping and constantly needing their noses blown. My goodness, parenthood is more than a full-time job.
One vacation day a year, that's all I get?
We call it Mother's Day, but technically you still have to work.
Oh, the slide's there. There we are. Okay, but now, with their impending independence beckoning, it seems there may be some truth to Gibran's words. Maybe now is the time to let go. Gibran continues, "You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth." Lost my place now. I would like to acknowledge and thank the class of 2018 parents for every minute of patience and understanding expended on your children over many years, undoing the stress and anxiety that we've caused them during their days at school. There are times when, as parents, we've been pushed to the limit, but we have survived. Give your parents a big round of applause for surviving your teenage years. I guess, though, we aren't completely footloose and fancy-free just yet. They could well have a few more spoilers up their sleeves to keep us on our toes.
I can't find any books on raising teenagers. I've looked in medical, lifestyle and self-help.
Try the horror section.
I also thank you, parents, for your long-standing commitment to and trust in Tanglin. The responsibility you shared with us was very daunting. I do hope that you feel you made a wise investment. I know just how expensive having teenagers at school and at home can be. The fact is illustrated beautifully by a mum taking a photograph of her father and his graduating son. And the mother said,
"Let's make this look natural. Why don't you put your arm around your dad's shoulder?"
And the father said,
If you want to make it look really natural, why don't you have him put his hand in my pocket?
I can see you recognize that one. It's certainly an expensive hobby, but as you can see, the returns are well worth the investment. So graduates, soon all the stuff we as parents have been saying to you for the past 18 years is going to start making sense, such as the start of the day is not 12 noon. Dirty clothes do not independently rise from the floor and wash themselves. Unless you fill it as well as emptying it, the fridge will stay empty. There are more interesting things to do than sit for hours following an Instagram or watching Love Island. I know lots of you watch it as well. And of course, the parent classic, money doesn't grow on trees, you know. You will soon find out for yourselves what life is really about, whether at university or through national service or on a gap year. As I look along the lines of you here today, I am consumed by the vision of endless possibilities of what you may become. Based on our experience of you at Tanglin, despite the rocky road of life, it will be pretty amazing. You have all contributed to our school community by your very presence, by the way you've conducted yourselves, and by the excellent role models you have been for our younger students. I am incredibly proud of our graduates today. They are talented in very many ways. They are good people who exude confidence and who are good to be with. They have a conscience and the grit and determination to make a difference. They have a sense of humour to help them through some of the tough times, and they always have each other at the end of an Instagram. I offer you, class of 2018, my sincere thanks for all you have given to the school over many years. Your legacy will be rippling around Tanglin Trust School for generations to come. Here are a few simple hooks on which you may wish to hang your future. Wake up every morning and ponder briefly on how lucky you are. Believe in yourself and be bold. Have fun. Choose and enjoy whatever you're doing, wherever you are and whoever you are with. Don't lose a moment, for the world is now your oyster. Hold on tight to our school values of respect, responsibility and purpose. Never forget your baby steps at Tanglin. Look out for and stay in touch with your friends and Tanglin. You are never an ex-student of Tanglin. You are always and forever part of the DNA of Tanglin Trust School. Dominic Nixon, our former chair of the Board of Governors, talked of the wishes of children who said of school, please help me to succeed, tailor to my needs, be there when I need you, say it how it is, prepare me for the long term, tell me things I don't know, listen to me and care. Do all this with passion and commitment. I hope that over the years with your parents we have provided for all your needs and that now you feel ready to spread your wings and fly. Apollinaire wrote, "Come to the edge," he said. "We can't. We're afraid," they responded. "Come to the edge," he said. "We can't. We will fall," they responded. "Come to the edge," he said. And so they came, and he pushed them, and they flew. Tanglin produces good people, and that's no small thing. Good people, good to be with, good to have beside you. Good friends, responsible and respectful, with a purpose and a personal integrity. Thank you everyone for being here to share this very special day with these very special people, because their future is our hope. As the famous sage and philosopher Megorium said, turn the page, let the next story begin. Life is an occasion. So rise to it. Yes, without doubt, the world will be a better place because of these good people. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Tangling Graduation Class of 2018.
Good morning. When I took over as the form tutor for this group in August last year, on first meeting they seemed like a relatively ordinary group of students. They seemed friendly, welcoming and studious, but pretty ordinary. However, over the next few days and weeks, I learned from other teachers and students that in fact the four walls of our form room contained within them an array of extraordinary talents. From sporting heroes to great intellects, to celebrated performers, to artists, to a gold medal gymnast, and the list goes on, which is all extremely impressive. However, what to me is more impressive than these accomplishments is that I didn't learn about a single one of them from any of these students. They all managed to continue the facade that they were in fact an ordinary form group. So, as you leave Tanglin and head on to pastures new, keep pursuing your talents, be ambitious, think big, but also remain humble and modest, because this is what has made me so proud to be a member of 13.5. I would now like to present the certificates for 13.5. Tara Bagley. Jasper Blundell. Matthew Brown. Katia Di Colafelice. Francesca Downs. Gabriella Jabara. Tom Gravel. Jacob Greaves. Nicole Nagel. And Ishan Patel. And that concludes the certificates for 13.5.
One of the highlights of this profession is to witness occasions such as this. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know each and every one of you, and I feel very privileged to have been your form tutor. Over the last 2 years, many of you have demonstrated resilience and taken risks. There have been tears and laughter along the way, but you've faced obstacles with your heads held high. As today marks both an ending and a beginning, warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future, I wish you all the very best 13.6 for your exciting journey ahead. I would now like to present the certificates for 13.6. Sydney Barnes. Brooke Byer. Connor Brian Brown. Liana Knight Spencer. Alexander Kodoniev. Isabella Lee. Ziwen Lim. Pravisha Ramsunder Singh. Annabelle Ranger. Ben Thompson. Madeline Wright. And that concludes the certificates for 13.6.
It must be against the odds that putting 14 slightly nervous teenagers and one embarrassing old person in a small room with a pack of cards and some colouring pencils at 7:45 a.m. in the morning would make for success. However, just look at this incredible, powerful, unique line of young people in front of me. I'm getting emotional. They have given me the most rewarding tutor experience, and I'll remember them, extremely fondly. Their determination, creativity and enthusiasm has overcome obstacles, embraced changes of direction and spurred them on to great things. None of them has had an easy journey, but it's been a real privilege to be part of it, to share their excitements and struggles, to marvel at their energy and commitment, to be there to support, to laugh, to listen, and of course to learn from them. Whilst giving their utmost to achieve their various goals, they've remained open-minded, kind and thoughtful individuals. It's my hope that you'll carry these wonderful attributes into your future, continuing to enrich and inspire those around you. I'd now like to present the certificates for 13.7. Manu Balakrishnan. Dhruv Matta. Mackenzie Morn. Charlotte McNamara. Charlie Mills. Isabella Milne. Aranima Mukherjee. Ben Murphy. Nathan Ong. Harry Quant. Leda Rogers. Thomas Staples. Jessica Tang. And Taylor Thompson. And that concludes the certificates for 13.7.
Wow, you've made it. Congratulations. I'm sure that some of your parents are reminiscing about when you were this size, and now look at you. And when you were about this size, they had such dreams for you as to what adults you would turn into. Well, you are now those adults, and I think I can speak for your parents to say that you have become those adults that they dreamed of, but only much, much more. Your achievements throughout the school have made them proud. You've become rounded, caring, and thoughtful people, and you still have the best bits of life ahead of you. In whichever direction you go, I would like to wish you well. It has been an absolute pleasure being your tutor for the last 2 years. I'd now like to present the certificates for 13.8. Nicole Allen. Max Goddard. Unfortunately, Jack cannot be with us, so Max Goddard. Annika Grebe. Ben Hall. Tom Hill. Joyce Hirayama. Koala Kua. Akash Matapali. Franka Erdenwalder. Ryan Papalaya. Anna Thompson. Vicky Yonayama. And that concludes the certificates for 13.8.
morning everyone, and especially my lovely tutor group 13.9. I am so sorry I can't be there with you on this momentous occasion, but I am actually attending my own daughter's graduation in the UK, and that is one of those memories that a parent doesn't want to miss, so I will have to wish you well from afar. During our time together, we have chatted, debated the merits of Microsoft Word, thanks Josh, laughed and even shed a few tears along the way, most of them mine. But one thing I must say in all honesty is this: you are amazing individuals, and I will genuinely miss each and every one of you. Good luck to those embarking on their national service, and for the rest of you, enjoy this next step in your education. There will never be another time in your life where your parents are paying for you to party. And to finish, a piece of advice. In life, we did things, some we wish we had never done. Some we wish we could replay 1,000,000 times in our heads, but they all make us who we are, and in the end, they shape every detail about us. If we were to reverse any of them, we wouldn't be the person we are. So just live, make mistakes, have wonderful memories, but never ever second guess who you are, where you have been, and most importantly, where it is you're going. Good luck, 13.9. You did it. And now we will have the presentation of certificates for 13.9.
Saf Alawa. Kritik Barani. Josh Burulgatti. Unfortunately, he can't be here today, so we'll just move on to the next one. Manya Chalisgawanka. Nirali Chandaria. Reynard Conradi. Shafan Jeffrey. Tasfia Kaiser, again, can't be here today. Michelle Kwon. Abby Machin. Eugene Ung. Dominic Yap. And Anna Zazo Zapado. And that concludes the certificates for 13.9.
Good morning and congratulations 13.10. I feel honoured to have been part of such an important stage of your education. It truly has been an honour. I have enjoyed watching you all develop into motivated and ambitious young individuals, and I feel proud of all that you have achieved over the past 2 years and very excited about what you're going to achieve in the future. Whilst today is designed to honour the end of your time at Tanglin, we should also celebrate the new beginning that lies ahead of you all. I wish each of you the very best and the start of this exciting new chapter of your life. I would now like to present the certificates for 13.10. Gemma Barkley. Carmen Clark. Pedro Galiz Fernandez Mendonca. Lara Drews. Lizzie Duffy. Alejandro Garamo. Lauren Hill. Katharina Nersheim. Sam Ung. Sasha Roshanova. Priyanshu Sahar. Jacob Tate. Alice Weibo. And Imran Zahir. And that concludes the certificates for 1310.
Good morning, everyone. To the class of 2018, it has been an absolute pleasure getting to know so many of you during my time at Tanglin. Whether that be through economics, through the very enjoyable university trip, who could forget the epic late-night climb of Arthur's Seat and fiercely contested games of Rounders, or finally through the slightly less memorable 12-week programme of How to Iron as part of your PSHC university programme. Whilst your ironing skills may still need some work, I'm incredibly proud of the way you have adapted to the challenging sixth form environment at Tanglin turning adversity into opportunity and developing into well-rounded, mature and personable young adults. Specifically to my tutor group 1311, kind, generous and undemanding, your vast array of talents never cease to amaze me. From gifted artists, linguists, actors, filmmakers and musicians, to talented sportsmen, geographers, economists, scientists and engineers, you're all brilliantly talented in your own unique way, and you all thrive in a university environment where you have the opportunity to explore your passions. I would just like to end by wishing you all the very best in your exam results. Have a fantastic time at university and enjoy not having to get up at 6:30 every morning. Thank you. I would now like to present the certificates for 13.11. Felix Ackerman. Sean Barker. Alex Chung. Raha Farak. Dora Joffe. Polly Johnston. Alex Kent. George Kinman. Charlotte Newman. Aldous Roydell. Simran Toki. Yusin Tang. And Ethan Vale. That completes the presentation of certificates for 13.11.
It has been a genuine pleasure to be the form tutor of 13.12. To see them grow and develop from old Year 11s in Year 12 clothing to the talented, mature and utterly unique individuals you see in front of you today has been a real privilege. Working with this group of people epitomises why teaching at Tanglin is such a worthwhile job. Collectively, they have been interested and interesting, fun and engaging, witty and intelligent. They have laughed together, suffered together, and celebrated together. Individually, they have overcome personal battles, moments of difficulty, and times of pressure. They have borne their own troubles bravely and with ever-increasing wisdom and infectious cheerfulness. As they continue on their journeys, I wish them all the happiness, luck, and success that they undoubtedly deserve.
I would now like to present the certificates for 13.12, Blair Allen. Amay Bali. Jessica Chupa. Daniel Coughlin. Aryan Gupta. Maisie Lawton. Isabel Lee. Toby Lyle. Rishab Mathur. Tiana McConnell. Eden Osman. Dante Rudy. And Anira Williams. And that concludes the presentation for 13.12.
Just checking I look the part here, an important bit. It gives me great pleasure to present the Core Value Awards for Respect, Responsibility and Purpose. And we'll start with the Respect Award, with honourable mentions for this award going to Greg Campbell, Mackenzie Morn, Nathan Ong and Jacob Greaves. You can tell that our winner has to be someone rather special. But the greatest strength of this person is that their modesty would never allow them to consider themselves in such esteemed company. The winner of our Respect Award is someone who is looked up to by many younger students, who all aspire to be just like him when they get older. This student has committed to activities beyond the classroom, as well as maintaining endeavour and focus on succeeding admirably in his A-levels. Perhaps a good analogy for all he does is the fact that in a recent CSAC cross-country relay, he ran 2 legs to cover for an injured teammate. The respect he has earned from fellow students is because he is a role model to them. He can be a coach, and at times, with younger students, a respected disciplinarian who wants others to reach the high standards he has in a range of sporting activities, but in particular in gymnastics and dance. I would imagine no one student can lay claim to the single-handed promotion of an activity as much as he can across Tanglin for these two things. He's been exceptional in his commitment to the CAS programme, and his contribution to the Cambodia trip was outstanding. He was always at the centre of planning for the inaugural Caring for Cambodia cheese and wine evening, and proved to be an excellent presenter on the evening itself. His enthusiasm is infectious, and on the trip he was superb in his interactions with the Caring for Cambodia students. He is the embodiment of positivity, and he has a tremendous asset to any team. So clearly revered in the classroom, out of the classroom, and in the common room, this year's winner of the Respect Award is Matthew Brown. Amazing. Well done, Matthew. And now the Responsibility Award. With honourable mentions for this award going to Maddie Wright, Harry Quant, Nima Mukherjee, Kieran Smock, the winner of the Responsibility Award should feel very proud. Testament to the fact that you don't have to be a member of the head team to lead and shoulder responsibility. This person has proven time and time again how selfless and community-driven she is. Self-effacing and humble, she may not realise how positively she is viewed by the staff who have had the privilege to share her time here with her. She has led large projects involving large teams. She is inspirational and knows how to bring the best out in other people, simply by role modelling excellence herself. Notably, she shouldered the responsibility of organising the TTS Dance Showcase evening in Year 12 and was an integral part of the Cambodia service trip and its fundraising initiatives. Through her time in Cambodia, and from what we know of her here, it's clear that she has amazing interpersonal skills. She has that rare quality of being able to make people feel immediately comfortable, whether they're staff, fellow sixth formers, or younger children. She's an inspiration to others, one of Tanglin's all-round good eggs. The Responsibility Award goes to Thea Burrows. And now the award for purpose. Honourable mentions for the Purpose Award go to Alice Pearson, Victoria Hayes, Reynard Conradi, and Ben Hall. Each of these students, whose drive and determination are well worthy of individual recognition, but we have to choose one of these from this incredibly talented, purposeful cohort. Recently, a parent of a Year 9 student was telling Mr. Goodliff that they had to do a homework on 3 truly inspirational people who had made a difference to their outlook on life, and their son had chosen to do this piece of work on Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and for the third, the winner of this award. For most students here, purpose comes from the requirements placed upon them for their chosen subjects and qualifications. But this student, who has a passion for classics, which isn't an IB subject, does work on that subject anyway, handing in things to be marked for fun, saying he likes more challenge in his school life. His history IA project showed more depth of knowledge on a classical subject than many undergraduate classicists have about his obscure topic. He frequently attends the Ancient Greek CCA to co-teach it. His commitment to French, CAS 2020, the World Scholars Cup, is similarly staunch. In his spare time, he's also managed to be accepted to do medicine at Oxford once he finishes his national service. But none of this would mean anything at all if it wasn't for the fact that he is one of the loveliest young men you could ever meet. Anyone with even a fraction of his talent would seriously struggle to carry themselves with a fraction of the modesty and humility that he does. As staff who see a lot of students pass by throughout our careers, we are all very much aware that we won't see many like this one. The Head Teacher's Award for Purpose goes to Dylan Lim. And one more award. And the final recognition we would like to offer the students today is dedicated to a group of people who collectively have not only been referred to as the head team, but have this year managed to cause people to add in 2 extra words: best and ever. Within minutes of their appointment, their mission began, and they've been relentless in their pursuit of making the school a better place. These are not just charismatic public presenters who charm the community with events such as the International Day. They are also a group of determined and driven instigators of change. They can proudly look around the school and spot tangible improvements, some minor, some major, that they can lay claim to. They will be remembered not only for the leaders and role models that they are to all those outside the team, but also for the team spirit and support they have offered each other to make sure that collectively they can unite and overcome any obstacle. Can we please thank and congratulate the head team, Nima, Harry, Maddie, Dan, Brooke, Julius, Taylor, and Nathan. It's official. Graduation is the best day of the academic year. And the class of 2018 and all present today have made it that way. So thank you all very much indeed, and well done. Thank you for being here. I have to say, it's wonderful to be here addressing the class of 2018. And it doesn't matter whether they've been here for 2 years or in many cases for 15 years since nursery, they've still made an exceptional contribution. They've done so much for Tanglin, their school, and they're held in the highest regard by the teachers for their outstanding effort and achievement. I'd like to thank them for their commitment, contribution and loyalty to their school, and for being wonderful academic prospects, amazing people with diverse strengths and personalities, and for developing and committing to those all-important skills beyond the classroom that will ultimately set them apart from others in the future. Students, I wish you well as you leave Tanglin and embark on that next exciting challenge in your journey, whether it's university, gap year, or national service. Be in no doubt, Tanglin has prepared you well academically, and I'm confident that you'll receive the results that you deserve. But as I often say on occasions like this, remember the balance, the importance of a good character, providing support, help, service to others, knowing when to lead and when to follow, when to shout out in protest and when to dig in, stay up late and just get the job done. And most of all, when to show thanks and appreciation to those people who have got you here today. Parents, form tutors, assistant heads of year, head of sixth form, counsellors, library staff, medical staff, the list goes on. Each and every one of you, a huge thank you. But it's those two important words that I now reserve for a very special person here today. Mr. Darby Crook. Mr. Darby Crook's time at Tanglin is about to draw to a close after 8 years as CEO. Peter, it all started back in 1976, 32 years ago, in that first teaching post in London. And he's had an exceptional and varied career, which I've followed very closely. The UK, Dubai, Oman, Tokyo, Jakarta, all communities holding him in the highest esteem and much loved, including, of course, Tanglin too. Peter, you're known for and admired for your professional and dedicated approach to all matters. Understanding, absolutely getting the balance between business, finance, and education. Your love for people, children and adults alike. The fact that you turn up every morning and make things happen. But in my opinion, your greatest strength is your positivity with a healthy dose of good humour. And just like Thea, you make people feel immediately comfortable around you, despite your name, your position, and the letters after your name. I wonder, when we reflect on Peter's time at Tanglin, whether it will be his commitment to our mission, vision, core values, our guiding statements that have resulted in Tanglin becoming an even more established and outstanding school in Singapore, Asia, and the world. Or will it be simply Peter's smile, the slight lisp, his gentle charm, his ability to tell a good story, and the magic he weaves with audiences of all ages, from the nursery children who keep guessing his age wrong, most upsetting, playing the ukulele in the open mornings, performances in Oliver, Moby Dick, playing the saxophone in the jazz band and the staff bands. Peter, you've made sweet music at Tanglin, and you've brought us all into your band without leaving anyone behind, with your blend of experience, expertise, and entertainment. Remember, Tanglin will always be your school, and I've no doubt you'll stay connected with us for many, many years to come. Indeed, there's an invitation about to go in the post for the opening of the new Gate C building in August 2021. But I hope we have many more excuses to see you, Maggie, Keating and Spencer back at Tanglin before then. I'd like you to put your hands together to show your appreciation for Mr. Darby Crook, MBE and ARGB. All round, great bloke. Can I call upon Harry and Nima, please, who have a small presentation for Peter? Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of staff, and the class of 2018. Harry and I are honored to be speaking at our graduation ceremony today, and we thank you all for coming. Before we begin, we'd like to dedicate a moment once again to thank our guest of honor this morning, Mr. Darby Crook. On behalf of the entire student body, we would like to thank him wholeheartedly for everything he has done during his time here. He will be missed greatly and has left behind an incredible legacy for the school. We'd now like to invite him up to accept a token of our appreciation.
We'd now like to reflect on our time at Tanglin. As a year group, we have learnt together, laughed together, and grown together, and today marks the day we celebrate each other's success. The class of 2018 is a phenomenal group of people with a unique zest for life. They are confident, passionate, and individually bring a remarkable amount of character to our year. As an international school, we are so lucky to have grown up meeting people from all walks of life. We have learnt about culture, language, and have grown up understanding that everyone has their own different stories. In our story of Tanglin, however, regardless of whether our time here has lasted 2 years or 15 years, there are some very special groups of people that deserved to be thanked.
Firstly, we'd like to acknowledge the integral role that our teachers have played on our journey through the years at Tanglin. At the beginning, they held our hands through each stage of our learning. But as we grew, teacher turned to mentor, and during sixth form, we have been treated as equals, taught how to learn, had the opportunity to state our opinions whilst taught how to respect those of others, and have been pushed and encouraged to be the best versions of ourselves. A teacher at this school does so much more than help us pass exams. They're the ones that lead us up mountains, support us on the sports field, and always have their doors open to listen to what we have to say. It's safe to say that without our teachers, we would not be where we are today. We would also like to give a special mention to the Careers Department. Miss Williams, Miss Harvey, and Miss Kilburn have worked tirelessly throughout the last 2 years, from arranging internships and organizing university visits to drafting and redrafting countless personal statements, giving us the best possible support for our future. Their personal and continuous help has meant that each and every one of us is in the best position for whatever lies ahead. Another group of people who we would like to recognize and who often go unnoticed are members of the non-academic and support staff. Librarians, music, art, and drama technicians, operations, cleaners, security guards, and EBT all do their part to make Tanglin the great community that it is, ensuring that we as students have the most fulfilling experience we can have at school each day.
Over the last 7 years, our form tutors have seen us every day. They have supported us in so many different ways, and in the last year have not only put up with tired, stressed, and somewhat grumpy teenagers every morning with a smile on their faces, they have worked hard to write university references that truly reflect the character of each member of our year group. Furthermore, as an assistant head of year, Miss Southern has been everything our year group could have asked for. She is kind, fun, and always up for a gossip. But more importantly, she has gone above and beyond in her efforts to make sure that everyone in our year group is happy. Miss Southern started off as a tutor in year 7. She has seen us grow from timid and shy senior school students to bold, confident, and driven young adults. Finally, Mr. Schooler stepped up to the position of head of year last year, leading this cohort through its final year at Tanglin. He quickly got to know us, understanding the dynamic of our year group, and has put in the utmost effort to personally support each and every one of us to ensure our well-being throughout what has been the busiest and most crucial year of our school lives. Overall, we couldn't be more thankful for the entire pastoral team.
The senior school leadership team, led by Mr. Forbes, is instrumental in the running of this school. We thank them for the dedication they bring to their jobs every single day, and for providing us with countless opportunities to have our opinion heard, supporting the initiatives of the head team, and truly being open to changing the school on the basis of student voice. One member of this team in particular, however, holds a very special place in the eyes of the class of 2018.
Mr. Goodliff joined our year group as head of year in year 8. After 5 years of creating a year group environment that had the sole goal of making sure everyone was happy with their academic and social life, it came as no surprise to the year that knew him best that he got the opportunity to make his mark on Tanglin as the head of sixth form. From the day he coined the term bounce back ability, he has shown us how hard work and humour go hand in hand, and taught us how to see the positives in our failures and essentially be our best selves every day. No matter how bad the day can feel, there is always an opportunity to bounce back. Mr. Goodliff, we truly cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for our year group. To our peers, the class of 2018, we can say with confidence that next year, when we spread ourselves across the world, from Australia to Europe to Canada and America, our experiences here in Singapore will not be forgotten. Although there have been ups and downs, falling outs and falling ins, our U group has come together over the course of the last few years, making Tanglin a home away from home. We have failed and succeeded, but have always grown with one another, learning from our mistakes and helping each other become the people we are today. While today we look back on where we've come from, in the future we are sure that the friendships forged playing football on the Astro, performing at concerts together, or simply sharing a desk in class will continue for years to come. We would again like to take this moment to recognise the head team in particular. Maddie, Dan, Brooke, Nathan, Taylor and Julius. It has been such a pleasure to work alongside you. Your hard work, creativity and passion has made everything we have achieved and introduced over the last year possible.
And finally, to our parents. You have been present every single step of the way, offering nothing short of unconditional support and love. We think we speak on behalf of our entire year group when we say that we are so lucky to have had you by our side throughout countless mood swings, disregarding all of our shortcomings and absorbing our frustrations and outbursts with care and sympathy. You have nurtured us into who we are today and have taught us so much about life, from how important it is to separate colored clothes from whites, to how to simply be good people. It may often seem as though your sacrifices and gestures of kindness have been unrecognized, so we'd like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude for the fundamental role that you have played and will continue to play in our lives. Thank you. So once again, we'd like to thank you all for being a part of the Class of 2018's graduation ceremony and for sharing such a special day with us. We would now like to invite Mr. Schooler up to give the closing remarks.
Thank you, Harry, Aranima. I'll keep this short because it's about these guys now. I'd like the class of 2018 to stand up, please, and acknowledge the applause of your parents and staff. Well done. Thank you. Just a reminder, refreshments will be served across in the level 4 sixth form.